Welcome back to the Code Yellow podcast. So glad you're here to join us. We're here to talk about relationships from the lens of scripture and good old common sense. If you like what we bring, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and join us on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Dob, what you got for us?
All right. Y'all are gonna probably not like this, but what is something that people don't know about you? Dun. I'm to my left. Y'all are creative. Y'all are talented. Y'all are dope. And these people, this could be their first time watching our episode. So, share with the people something that many may not know about you.
Ladies first.
Dun.
I think for me, what came to mind is that I'm introverted. A lot of people, like your sister, she was like, "You are not." I was like, "I am."
Like for real introverted,
Yeah.
or like slightly introverted, or like very introverted.
I am introverted with people who I don't feel like I could be my full self with. I'm a little bit more, not that I'm extroverted, but I can be a lot more social when I feel like comfortable and the environment is like really like just flowing and the vibes are there, but it still is draining to me, like to be just have like social interaction. Like I need to go home and have that alone time of just refuel.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes people introverted. It's about extroverts. They're fueled by social interaction. I am drained. Therefore, I am
Yeah, you can
introvert.
be a social introvert.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to be sociable, you know how to be social.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's like introversion it's not tied to, your ability to be social,
Right.
but how much
And
it
people
drains
think
you, how
that.
much it costs for you to be
Gotcha.
social.
Right. I like to build things. I actually really enjoy putting furniture together. Because I like puzzles, but yeah, I like putting, and so I've actually always wanted to learn how to do like woodworking. That's something I get into do. But I like building things. Yeah, I like understanding how things work also.
Devin, what you got?
I'm struggling right here. I'm trying to think of something. Well, I mean, I guess something. I guess not that interesting, but like really into computers and stuff. But like not as much as a computer person should be. Like it's weird because I still haven't to this day I haven't built my own computer, even though I really, really, really want to. But like I'm kind of like I love things that are technology. I love things that make life easier, and I like knowing cool things in the computer. So like it saves me a lot of stress like on the job. I end up being the IT liaison wherever I am. Like it just kind of naturally falls into place. I've built like little applications for work that I've just because But yeah, that's what I do.
All right. I think mine is I don't know how to whistle.
Oh man.
And you also
Don't play
put
with
it
me.
together.
Do not play with me, Jasmine.
I feel like they're the same gene. Like maybe that's why.
I mean, y'all know about my snapping. We talked about that like season 1. Right. So yeah, whistle or snap. It's very interesting. Jasmine like, can you whistle? I was like, of course I can whistle. And then I know whistle like you blow out, right? Mm-hmm. But like when I whistle, growing up, I think I used to be like, let me try it. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh.
How do you know whistle?
I used to like suck it in or something like that. Yeah, like I used to be able to like kind of whistle, but I would like inhale the air, so like suck the air instead of like yeah. So it's very my whistling and my snapping are a little challenged.
That's okay. I still love you.
Thank you.
That's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah. We can talk about the physics of whistling after. Cause I actually was trying to teach Martha one time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We'll talk about
We'll talk. Okay.
Yeah, but today we're going to dive full into a conversation about romance and nothing, more than PG.
Spicy.
Nothing too spicy for the masses, but just like every couple has a different dynamic. Every person has something that they enjoy with their partner. So first things first, like what are some of our just basic things that people like romantic wise?
Date night?
Date nights, right? Flowers. Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw something. I'm just sound like Annie on TikTok. But it probably wasn't on TikTok. It was on Facebook. It was on Instagram, but they probably got it from TikTok. Yeah. But it was like this meme that said like all women, even when they say they don't like flowers, like just get them flowers. Like flowers is always a good idea. That's what the meme said. And I was just like, I mean, I get Jasmine flowers randomly or whatnot, but it was like when in doubt, get flowers. And so, just random thought.
And like, I know that date nights are super fun, right?
Yeah.
But like Martha and I, we try to get into rhythm, but then like life just got real complicated all of a sudden. You know, like staying consistent with date nights is hard. Do you guys do a consistent date night?
What is date night for you? We don't, but Zav is pretty good at planning like frequent, spontaneous date nights. When you and Martha were doing your date nights, did they always have to be out of the house, or were you all like being creative and doing things at home too?
Yeah, like more or less, like whenever we're doing something, it's out of the house. Okay. Like, but I mean, like, because I mean, when we're home, we don't have the boy yet, but like, we kind of just hang out and like we'll watch something, we'll eat, and when we were run to get some food, like, so like they don't feel like date nights, even though we're spending time together. It's I think there's something important about the intention to do something different and special and not just let it be run of the mill. I think that's one of the main purposes of trying to be intentional about date night.
How is date night different than, especially, you know, you live with your spouse, how is date night different than any other time that you're spending time with your spouse? What makes a date night a date night?
Saying that it's a date night.
Saying that it's
like
a date
legit.
night. No. Setting aside a time and maybe some money to like go to maybe a restaurant. We love food. We like trying new places. Like, so I was telling them about this awesome restaurant. We're not sponsored, but we should be. Restaurant in Houston called Bungalow. If you're visiting, go. You know, bring a couple
your wallet.
$100. Yeah, but you will enjoy it. It's the best fine dining experience I think I've ever had, and it's black owned. Delicious food. Oh my gosh. Cajun ribeye, please get it. But anyway, but stuff like that, like going out to places that we want to try and doing something together. Maybe we put on something nice. Maybe it'll smell nice or whatever, right? Or maybe we'll go and do an activity. So like, let's say we went to the rodeo. That could be like a little date night. Oh, we went to the rodeo. Like something with that will generate a memory and not just be something background. You know?
Okay.
To Jasmine's point, I see it on a lot on Instagram. It's like, let's say when your son does get here, or even before he gets here, you know, going to like, you know, y'all upstairs maybe and doing like a picnic or whatnot. Fellas, you know, because people are busy and people are tired. And let's say, all right, we don't got the funds right now, whatever the case may be. You know, I've seen a lot of people get like really creative. Like, we're doing this at home. The children are upstairs or whatnot, and somebody did a date night with like silent karaoke, which was dope. We're like, we're folding the clothes, we're cleaning up. I mean, that doesn't feel like a date night. Like, I do get that, but the intentionality is like we're doing this together or whatnot. So don't knock them, and don't knock like, okay, I'm gonna surprise my girl and we gonna order Uber Eats and they're gonna have a new restaurant that we've never tried before and we're gonna play a game that we've never played before. And upstairs or downstairs or wherever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually gonna look into that and start doing. That'll be actually be really. It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, and still special, just in the house, easier. Yeah. So we can do more of those that are in the house. You know,
in pajamas.
In pajamas. Yeah. Don't have to go nowhere. Don't have to pay toll.
Right.
That part.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a blast. But like, what kinds of things do you guys like to do with your significant others?
Taj and I are really big on traveling. We've already, like, since we've been together or like married, we've done like 5 countries, and then we're doing 6 this summer. So we try to like travel, go new places, do weekend trips, things like that. So we really like movement, like something out of the house.
Yeah. Our thing is concerts.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we always have like a leading up to the concert, we like binge all of the works to prepare. And then on the way, and yeah, we have our concert. We go to the concert, we like dissect it and talk about it, sing songs, and then we like listen to all the works, headed home. He's really good about if I mention someone.
You said he.
Everyone knows who he is.
Just he. I ain't know he. I'm like
The
the
future Dr. Zav
Yes.
is really good at if I mention that I like someone, like a certain entertainer or music, he somehow finds out when they're coming to Houston. That's the plus about living in Houston, because 9 times out of 10,
Somebody's gonna
come
here.
we're gonna come here. And he's really good at tracking that down, and he'll surprise me with a concert or something like that. And so I really enjoy that. Yeah, concerts are big for us.
And then exploring new restaurants. We really like that. So fun fact, we went to I don't know if this is our first Michelin star restaurant, but for our anniversary. We went to a Michelin star restaurant, the only Indian Michelin star restaurant in town and whatnot. And it was just really cool to just experience that with my wife or whatnot. So we like exploring restaurants, and we have this like gelato spot and like River Oaks that we really like. And I'm just like, I didn't tell her this, but I was like, don't you look at that menu, that expensive dessert at this restaurant. We going to like our spot, like our spot. Yeah. And so we like exploring different restaurants together, and it's a perk when we eat food for free. Yes. I mean, I love that. Shout out to any Houston people watching this. Like, holla at the Plant-Based Brother. I would love to come and do a review. But we love exploring new restaurants together for sure.
Yeah, so we actually love new restaurants as well. Love trying to find good food. When you find that spot that just gives that one, say, well, not for you guys, fried chicken or like chicken. Like, so we like finding those cool spots, right? We also like to travel, but most of our like kind of excursions are more like, oh, we didn't set aside a date night, except for we went on our baby moon to the Riviera Maya in Mexico.
Which, bro, the pictures, like, I was low-key hating. I was like, that water is so blue and it's so beautiful. Like, I want to be there right now.
Oh, man. It was a dream. Mexico in March/April.
Perfect. Literally.
Noted.
Right.
Perfect. It was like 75 degrees the whole time. So nice. Like, it was wonderful.
Yeah, March.
Yeah, March and April, Mexico. Anyway, like,
the weather was good.
We sometimes set aside time to go to Dallas to see our friends, Mike and Steffi, right? So, like, we'll do those things. But as far as, like, date nights, like, that is really the food. The food moves are, like, the biggest on the plate for us.
Yeah, same.
So, like, but I think it would pay for us to be a little more creative. Find cool things. Oh, my sister Alicia, our producer, who's moving in a few months away from here.
Sad about that.
Yeah, she paid for Martha and me to go to a perfume making class.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
it was actually really dope. Like, you get to learn about the different styles of scents. You get to learn about how the different components come together to deliver these cool scents, and then you get to mix them.
Yeah.
And like, you see like all the craziest names, like bitter melon or like whatever it is. Like, you don't even know like how these things come together, but then you smell it.
It's like, beautiful, right?
Yeah, it all comes together somehow. Don't ask me.
So did
how.
you each make one?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We did.
Nice.
I'm gonna bring it one time. One time.
Like, do you wear it as well or no?
Wear it. Yes,
Okay. Yeah,
you can wear it. Yeah. So mine is like, it's like a mix of something called bergamot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And almond and some other thing. It's just really nice, full, lovely scent. I love it.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all would love it, but I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah. So experiences. What kind of experiences would you guys like to start doing together?
Maybe since like we travel more, maybe more stuff like in the city.
Like staycation.
Yeah, staycation or kind of like what you're saying. I feel like because we live in Houston, there are so many things that people fly into other places to do. And we have it right here and we're always trying to leave. So it's like, just more like things like in the city should be. That would be nice.
For me, like, I like learning new skills or like how to play a new game. So having experiences like that together where we're learning something together.
Oh, that's good. I think mine would be, that's a good one. I forgot the question.
What kind of experiences would you like to kind of do more? Like,
it's so funny. I know previous episodes we talked about like community, but as you were thinking, as you were talking, Devin, I was thinking, Annie and I have had conversations about like marriage ministry, and like I want to do marriage ministry with my wife, like with other couples, like because I'm so communal, because I'm so village, because it's like, you got an OG that's been married for 30 years or somebody that's married for 5 months. We're 2 years, you know what I mean? So I want to just do more things with more married people, like intentional date nights. I don't think we've ever done a date night with like our married friends. Like, we're just going to this restaurant or we're going to this activity.
I think that's a good idea.
So I know you're going to say yes, but if I ask you guys to do a feature at my church, would you guys do it? Like a married people kind of feature thing?
Oh
like,
my goodness. Like a panel?
Panel, yes. Talk, something. I don't know. Is this something
Or kind of
that came to my
like
head?
I can't even think of the name of the show yet right now. But yeah, yes. I
Yeah,
think-
yeah, of
yes.
course.
Mhm.
Yeah, putting you on the spot, so you can't say no to me
Yeah.
on
Right.
camera. You can't say no to me on camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I think that marriage in itself, like a good, solid, Christ-led marriage, is a ministry just by itself.
Absolutely.
Right. So I think you guys are an excellent example of that, and would love to bring you guys in. Because I'm kind of like, even though I have the baby coming, I'm still trying to stay a little bit involved in church, and like I'm in what's kind of been dubbed the relationship council.
Oh.
So that's kind of ties a couple different ministries together. So like men's and women's ministries and family life ministries, but kind of helping people to kind of come together, as it were, and understand themselves in relationships better, not just and with themselves, with others, with God, and marriage is in there. I'm kind of more over the marriage part. It kind of tracks, right? Because we're doing this thing here. So if you guys are willing to be a resource, that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. Amen. Yeah. So, experiences. I love that you guys are trying to build out more experiences for Zenith. I think that list is excellent. I think, let that little girl learn how to swim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let her go to the zoo. Like when we were growing up, we had season passes to the Bronx Zoo. So we were there. And we had a blast. Anyway, as we kind of foster better connections with our significant others, like how do we go about like finding new cool things to do together? Because it's like you can kind of do the same old thing,
Get in a routine.
get
Yeah.
into a rut, as it were, right? How do we break out of these ruts that we sometimes get ourselves stuck in?
I think just like having a conversation. I think that is like, hey, like, how are you feeling? Doing a temperature check. I think that's super important. And honestly, people may not want to hear this, but you have to be open. Like sometimes people, men and or women, either or, the husband or the wife, aren't really open to like they're okay with just like coasting or whatnot. Like we have a groove, we have, and so like listening and talking to your partner is important, and just being open to explore and just seeing like, okay, we're in this rut. Do you like it? Nah. Do you like it? Nah. Or what can we do about it? And then, sometimes that is the hardest part, like not knowing what to do about it. But I always say this, and it's not said in jest or to be flippant, but like get on Google and just say like, what can I do in my neighborhood or whatnot? Let's say you don't have the budget to do anything like that. What free events are taking place in my city? Eventbrite is like people, I feel like sleep on Eventbrite. It's so many different things on there. So like I always say, y'all know me, just like moving with intention is going to be the way to, get yourself out of a rut, and, maybe talk to someone who you see or view who's not in a rut in your relationship. Dang, I see on social media that you and Martha just went to Mexico. Like, how can you afford that or whatnot? Like some people just literally do not know, right? So, taking ego out of the equation and pride to the side and just be like, hey bro, can I holler at you for a minute? Like me and my wife are in a rut. We need some spunky. We need to do something that we haven't done before. Can you help me out with that?
Yeah.
And I think once you do that, you open yourself up to just like a world of opportunity.
Right. Yeah, like, because I know that sometimes I kind of get a little bit stuck in a rut, or like I get so tied up in the day to day and the week to week that it's almost like you get washed away.
Yeah.
Like different cares of outside, like like money, or like gotta get this thing done. Finish this project, and it's like you kind of get sucked into your own little whirlpool.
And then you look up, bro, and a month has passed. It's like, dang, wait, how are we almost done with the month?
Yeah, yeah,
For sure.
exactly. Even this year is blazing by. Like we're quarter of the year is done, gone.
Crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think the intention and actually seeking and being curious is like super important. What have you guys been curious about recently? I know it's kind of like off the wall, just kind of jumping.
No,
my
you're
I was gonna say
fine.
in a romance way or just generally speaking.
However it comes to you.
I've been curious about just the future. And I say that because we were at a friend's house last week, and he was like, his uncle was there, and his uncle was like, I can't ever afford a house like this. And he was just like, yeah, you won't. There's a quote that says, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't, or whatnot. And I don't know, that conversation has stuck with me because I'm just like, I believe, God help my unbelief or whatnot. But I always try to encourage Jasmine to like fortify her mind, like fortify your mind. And we all need to fortify our mind. In Sabbath school, we're talking about renewing your mind, right? So what I'm curious about is like the future. Like December 2025, I want there to be a noticeable difference in Zav, like spiritually, emotionally, physically, right? I want you to see a difference in like my relationship and just everything. So I'm really curious about the future, but I'm excited about the future. But I also know that curious and that excitement is going to be paired with my words for the year 2025. It's red. So it's going to be reciprocity, execution, and discipline. You know, reciprocity. Side note, y'all, I just learned that Lauryn Hill, the X Factor, she was saying reciprocity.
Oh, in the song.
In the song, sorry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The ones who get it. But I felt so ashamed. I'm like, I'm an R&B head. But anyway, reciprocity, execution, and discipline are my words because those are some things that I need God to really take to the next level. And y'all, I know once like I get a hold of that red, like it's just gonna be a different Zav. And I'm excited to see me on the other side of that. And I'm talking about like financially, I'm talking about like business wise, I'm talking about like me getting a 6-pack and looking even better than I already do. Just like the whole bit. So yeah. That's what I'm excited about and curious about at the same time.
Man. What about you, Jasmine?
I'm curious about just results. Something I've been thinking about a lot is if I do something I've never done before, like what can come out of it? And it could be small things, you know, like engaging in a new activity, you know, teaching a new Zumba class, you know, just like what could happen from that? And just doing a lot of, I don't want to say different things, you know, staying in a, being focused and intentional with the things that I'm doing, but doing so many of the, I guess with the increased frequency, what can come from it? So I'm curious about that. Yeah. And also, is my daughter's gonna be more of a daddy's girl or a mommy's girl as she gets older? I'm curious.
Daddy's girl.
Curious.
Daddy's girl.
I wonder that too.
Yeah, just because of her. Like,
Yeah.
I told
'cause she
Jasmine.
gravitates to
Listen,
both
I
of
told
you.
Jasmine, what I always tell you.
What?
What I always
need
say.
to have a son.
I was like, you need to have a son. You need to have a son
He's already
because
claiming it.
I'm already claiming my baby girl.
Right.
Like,
Hey, you know, it's all in your hands, dog.
I know. We have a conversation offline.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes. And what are you curious about?
I feel like I'm also like curious about like the unknown of just like how my life can evolve. Like I feel like it's evolved so much in the past 2 years, and I'm excited to see not so much like family wise, but just in general, like how my life will change like in the next, like with family, with friendships. Like I'm just open to all like the possibilities. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I think for me, but I can use a cop-out answer. Like I'm definitely curious about what my baby's gonna look like and how this is gonna be. But I think I'm most curious about not if God is gonna provide, but how. Because he's always doing something cool.
Man.
Always doing something like, it's almost like he's a little bit of a show off, a little bit. Like he likes to do things in the crazy creative way that you can't say it's your own.
Right.
That's the one thing that I'm, you know, kind of excited and a little bit nervous to see. You know, if you're not ready for that prayer, don't pray it. If you're not ready for it, don't pray it.
Yep.
But I know we kind of jumped off the wagon a little bit, but keep feeding into your curiosity. Keep tapping into what you and your partner will love to do together, and find cool things to do. Enjoy your lives. And if you're not with a partner, find out what you like to do so that you'll have something that you know you can bring and do that's going to be really enjoyable for whoever does enter your life, if such a time comes. But in any case, as we go, just remember, be positive and heal responsibly. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Peace.